Well, ladies and gentlemen, Chick-fil-A. That's right, Chick-fil-A. We're going to talk about Chick-fil-A today. Love them or hate them, I think they have some great food on there. Some people criticize them for being religious and stuff like that, but nobody really criticizes a Jewish deli or a halal type restaurant situation on there, and many other situations from many different countries that are maybe run by their own religion as far as their how they handle their company. And Chick-fil-A has the major problem here in New York because basically they're closed on Sundays, and everyone's like, oh, they're closed on Sundays. And New York State wants to force them to open on Sundays on the thruway because they have several spots on the thruway and they're not open. But listen, there are other fast food places in those thruway stops. Let them have the business for the day. But what we want to talk today, New York, the Chick-fil-A is, all over the place. Now, even here on Staten Island, there is one particular branch in Flatbush, Brooklyn. And it has become literally how can I put it? It's like an Uber DoorDash nightmare. And the reason for that is it's literally, if you go down there, there is a lineup of electric scooters, mopeds, delivery persons pulling orders. This is how popular Chick-fil-A is in certain areas, and this does happen. I hear it does happen elsewhere in the country, where basically most of these guys, delivery guys, are sitting in front of Chick-fil-A because the orders come in at a rapid rate. There's so many people that love. And this is how popular Chick-fil-A is and how good the food is there, even though it's fast food. Today we're going to read a little article. This is from the New York Curb, it's called. Cleo Chang wrote this, and it's the Flatbush Chick-fil-A Crunch. And it's a little interesting article, and the insanity that's going there. That basically, and it has been YouTubers like Dasher.nyc and many others have documented what's going on there. I mean, it's literally a delivery insanity. The only Chick-fil-A in Brooklyn is almost packed, not with customers, but with delivery drivers picking up orders. It is, in fact, one of the chain's highest grossing locations in the country, even though it is relatively a latecomer to the city's fast food landscape. With 70% of the sales coming through mobile orders, Fast Company described the scene at last fall as Mad Max, but with waffle fries.
We go in, we kill,
When I arrived at noon on Friday, I was told by a Chick-fil-A employee that it is about as calm as it gets, which still means around 24 bikes and a throng of deliverists waiting at the restaurant's side entrance with their phones out. I watch as the mopeds ride in and out on the sidewalk, weave around pedestrians, and at times zip down the wrong way on Flatbush for a block. It's always like this from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., one DoorDash worker says. This particular Chick-fil-A is located on Flatbush Avenue across from the Barclays Center and right next to Shake Shack, which also contributes to the delivery backup. It's always crazy because it's the only Chick-fil-A, the DoorDash worker tells me, as he waits to pick up his order. Manhattan in comparison has 14 locations. And I think, we have one or two out here in Staten Island. He says he usually avoids picking up from here because the crowds often mean long wait times and orders canceled by the app. On a bad day, the congestion is enough to spark a viral TikTok. Once I got here and noticed the amount of people that were there, I canceled the order immediately, one DoorDash worker said in the video, that's DoorDasher, as he pans across a throng of delivery drivers trying to pick up their orders. Bikes are stacked in the street and on the sidewalk.
Just walk away.
and there will be an end to the horror.
Residents have been raising the issue of the street-level chaos since the store opened in 2019, according to the local blog Atlantic Yard's report. The Transportation Committee of Brooklyn Community Board 6 sent a letter to local officials in 2021 outlining concerns with using Flatbush Avenue as a de facto restaurant drive-through. Police tried to set up a AHOC bike corral in the parking lane with metal barriers, but took it down a few months later because the barriers were needed for parades. I gave it a college try, the precinct commander said. The store owner told Fast Company that he's lobbied for a bike lane on the streets to try to reduce congestion. There have been some efforts to fix the situation by DOT. Currently, plastic bollards cordon off a section of the no standing zone on Flatbush so that there's a space off the sidewalk for the mopeds and e-bikes to park. One delivery worker says the corral has made it feel safer because it keeps cars out, many of which were double parking to also pick up orders. Despite the outcry against the mopeds and e-bikes, there are only responsibility for a minute fraction of crashes compared to the cars, and the job is mostly dangerous for delivery workers. And that's true. If you're not in a city like New York, bike messengers, bike delivery guys, e-bikes, all that, they get hit a lot. They do get hit a lot because, sometimes guys travel. I had a delivery person, and this delivery person drove by car, mind you, pulled up to make their delivery, and as they looked back and they were clear as they're getting out, some guy came around the corner, speeded down, and clipped her. And then said, well, I was only going about 15, 20 miles an hour, which actually he was going a lot faster than that. Let's continue on. While acknowledging that the layover spaces eases some of the sidewalk congestion, DOT spokesperson Vin Barron said demand at this location is high, so we continue to work with local stakeholders to explore additional options. After all, there's so many few pieces of plastic can do. Delivery workers are pressured by apps to get their orders out as fast as possible. They are even being targeted at this location by a citywide police crackdown on illegal mopeds. While waiting for orders, it is clear that our city streets are not built for loading and delivery, and certainly not for fried chicken sandwich demand at the scale that it needs. And this is only the calm before the storm. As a Chick-fil-A employee told me, it's craziest around 6 p.m. Now, see, the thing about it is the city can fix this. The city can fix this. And, of course, Chick-fil-A can open another branch, need be, if they get another franchise person in there. But, see, the problem is, the police, their hands are tied because of our politicians in office right now. They don't realize the value of a lot of these vendors. They rather turn their backs on these vendors, especially a company like Chick-fil-A, who believes in the Catholic religion, basically close on Sundays, and basically they're like, no, these people are this, that, and the other thing. Do you know who these people that open up these stores? Do you know that most of these are franchise owned, even though the main corp is very religious? I myself, yes, I have criticized some of these groups, from Catholics to Baptists to Mormons, because of the way things are going and the politics that are happening about, internet traffic. But also, there are those who are just trying to get through a business day, that they've done very well with people. They've hired many people. They don't, as far as we can see, they don't discriminate, even though some people say, well, they discriminate. They don't like gay people. They don't like, it says, how do you know? People expect, especially from the gay community, the people to walk up, well, I'm gay and I want this job. No, it's nobody's business what your sexual preference is into the whole situation. And, and I believe that companies like Chick-fil-A don't have on their paperwork, are you a homosexual? No, it would be against the law to begin with. But as far as the delivery service guys, number one, if you're out there as a Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDasher, whatever what you want to call it. Yeah, make sure you're up to date on your license. If you're getting a lot of deliveries on there, yeah, but don't be illegal, and the cops have to go check you out to the situation. The other thing that can be done is sort of a valet type situation. Someone outside with the orders that, sort of like a valet outside with maybe a laptop or something like that, the door dashers can line up properly. They can be in line on there. Same thing with the other restaurants that are on there. They could just stand there. They come to the valet person. The valet person sends a message in, bring the order out. Boom, they're gone. In and out, gone. There has to be an order to this nature that has to be done. As you can see, the insanity, from the videos the video we've just been showing on this edition. I mean, they're all crunched up into a small doorway. That in a way is a fire hazard in one way. So there has to be some sort of order from the chaos itself. So you tell me in the comments below your thoughts on this. I mean, is this okay for you that it's gone this insane, or should they, finally sit back, talk with the business owners, and say let's work together, and be able to bring, because of course taxes come from the businesses to the city and state. And let's bring everything together, and we could be very profitable all the way around, from the corporate itself straight on to the city and state, and of course the delivery drivers most of all. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share. Hopefully today's the day I've earned your subscription. Be sure to check out all of our other videos here on Man with the Show. Until next time, thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye.
Thanks for watching, commenting, and sharing this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, as this helps the reach of this channel. Finally, as a content viewer, you have the ability to help support this channel, as new internet laws around the world will diminish our reach and affect our sponsors. If you choose to help, there are two ways listed in the description below. The first link will lead you to a pay site where you can make a monetary donation. The second will lead you to our gear shop, where you can buy shirts, mugs, and other gear. Discounts will be listed on the site. Once again, thank you for watching and your support.